Hi, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Navarre area, then subscribe below so you can find out about homes for sale, things to do, and of course, things to look out for in the home buying and selling process. Hey there, my name is Paula Snow. I'm with eXp Realty and I have lived in the area for about 20 years now, and I've loved living in this area. I grew up in Toronto where it was super cold. And apparently my friends said growing up, I told them someday I was going to live somewhere hot, and here we are. So if you are thinking of making a move to the Panhandle area and you have questions about how to make it happen, where to get started, all of our contact information is down below. We would love to set up a video meeting with you and just go over the process with you, and whether you're looking to make a move sometime in the next month or sometime in the next year, please reach out to us and we can help you make a smooth move to Florida. Welcome to 8743 Fay Court in Navarre. This home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 1,344 square feet. And let's go on in and get a tour. So as you come in, I love how spacious and open this living room feels. This is definitely what sold my buyers on it. The sellers just had it freshly painted, new carpet put down. They had it professionally cleaned. This here would be the breakfast nook. And the kitchen is pretty basic, but it has everything that they need. So my buyers are thinking once they move in, they're going to update the stove. They're going to update the counters with granite or quartz, and they definitely want to add a backsplash. So in the corner here is a small little pantry, and then the garage is right through here. So 2-car garage, which is pretty standard in our area. Now, the only thing some people might not want is having a washer and dryer in the garage, which my buyers were completely fine with, but that I've heard in feedback from a lot of people. Water heater in the corner. Something else that's really important for you to look at is the age of the water heater. The insurance companies do not want that water heater to be over 15 years old, but most of them don't want it to be over 10 years old. So now with the water heater, that's not such a major expense like a new roof. You could try and negotiate for the seller to replace the water heater. However, you can also replace the water heater right after closing, as long as you do it immediately after closing. You'll want to get your home inspector to update that 4-point inspection showing the updated water heater, and you'll want to send that to the insurance company so that they have proof that the water heater has been updated. If you are a seller looking to sell your home in the near future, then feel free to send me a message and I would love to send you my list of getting your home ready to put on the market, which has a bunch of useful tips for you. And let's go peek at all of the bedrooms. So there's a small linen closet here. One of the bedrooms. The heat pump was replaced in 2020. Other bedroom. Small little guest bath. They have updated the flooring to LVP flooring. And this here would be the main bedroom. Does feel nice and roomy and spacious. It's got 2 closets, 1 walk-in closet on this side. Bathroom does feel a little bit small to my buyers, but they said they can make it work. When they get in here, they plan on replacing the vanity, probably going with a vanity that's going to be a little higher up. Are the new standard vanities. They definitely want to replace the mirror. You could see where it's just over the years has some wear and tear there. They definitely want to replace the light fixture and probably even tile this shower. So there is a second closet here. It's not too big. but at least gives you a little bit of extra room there. The yard size here is about 1/4 acre, and you can see the back of it is not fenced. This side of the fence, I'll get a little closer, so you can see has some damaged pieces. So when looking at the fence and trying to figure out who the fence belongs to, typically the rule around here is that when you're putting up a fence, you should put the nicer side out towards the neighbor. So it would seem that this fence belongs to that neighbor over there. And over on the other side, they did a shadow box fence where there are wooden pieces on both sides. So that one might be a little bit harder to tell who that belongs to. But since on this side here, we don't have a gate, I'm going to venture and say that this fence probably belongs to that neighbor over there. So this home was built in 2006, which means that the roof is 18 years old, has not ever been replaced. So if you are buying a home, keep in mind that the insurance companies in Florida are ultra particular when it comes to the roof age. So a lot of times they're going to make you replace the roof right around the 17-year mark, even though you may not have any issues with it. What they'll do is they will hike up your price, and then you start wondering, why am I paying a higher insurance price? And it's because of the roof age. So if you're looking to buy in the area and that roof is anywhere around that 15-year mark, then we may want to consider negotiating with the sellers to get them to replace the roof. Thankfully on this house, the sellers did agree to replace the roof, which is great. And they are also helping out the buyers with $10,000 towards the buyer's closing costs. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. We did negotiate. They dropped it down since they were going to do the roof. They said they would give $8,500 towards the buyer's closing costs, which the buyers were still very thankful and appreciative of. So now that we have looked at this house that my customers are buying, I wanted to give you a tour of Navarre and kind of show you what to expect in the $300,000 price range. So I've got some homes picked out that I wanted to show you, and then I'm going to show you some different things to do in the area. So let's jump in here. We've got this house. I showed this house. This is beautiful. I'm really surprised that nobody has scooped this one up. This one is 325,154 square feet. When we were first going to go in to look at this, I was concerned for my buyers because I thought that's going to feel really small, because we had just looked at something else that was around 1,350 square feet and they felt like that was too small. So I said, there is no way that they're going to like this. But the way the floor plan is, it actually feels quite open and spacious. The lot size is beautiful. The backyard is gorgeous. So this is a gorgeous house. And of course, not quite 300,000. So I just wanted to show you for a little bit more, this is what you can get. So the sellers on this one have completely renovated the kitchen. Beautiful. I think I remember granite counters here. The backyard was gorgeous. Gunite pool. They did the pavers around the pool. The yard felt bigger than it really was. It does just have a one-car garage, vinyl siding home. But, oh, interesting. Okay. I feel like when we were there, they had some different furniture than this furniture. And they had a really cute cat. So let's see. Let me see what I want to show you. Let me scroll down. Okay. Yeah, they did have the granite counters, beautiful cabinets. The other thing, which some people are not crazy about, on this one, they did have the laundry in the garage, which some people don't mind, but some people do. They want the laundry inside. Bathrooms completely renovated. They had tiled the showers. And let me scroll down because I want to get to the backyard. The backyard is gorgeous. So because the house is smaller, the backyard feels quite spacious because the house isn't taking up a lot of the space. So that was a gorgeous option for $325,000. So just keep in mind, $300,000 is going to be a little bit limited, but let's kind of keep going through and seeing some other options. So this one is listed on Country Breeze Boulevard, 292,000, 1,206 square feet, quarter acre. I will say that I'm glad that it's quarter acre because a lot of builders are going to these smaller lots that are patio home lots where the homes are like crammed together. And so on a patio home lot, the idea is, I mean, it works for some people because some people might want less yard maintenance. And so a lot size of like 0.11, I mean, we'll see anywhere from 0.11 to like 0.17. It's going to be a very small yard. And maybe retirees don't want to maintain a lot of yard, but it does become really, really tight. The street, if you have people parking on the street, there's hardly any room for that. So back when I moved here 20 years ago, it felt like the quarter acre was the norm that the builders were giving. And however, that's kind of going away now. So it is nice to see a listing that has that quarter acre. That's really, really nice. I'm glad to see that. So on this home, let me see what else. This one, a little bit older, built in 1990. They've been on the market 40 days. And I did look through the pictures. I mean, it looked, let me see on this one. I mean, it looked decent. Flooring's been updated. From the pictures, I can't tell if that's LVP or if that's laminate. Ideally, LVP would be a better option than laminate because laminate can buckle often. Kitchen looks a little bit outdated. It still has the laminate countertops. But I'll tell you what, a simple fix on something like this, if you're looking to buy and you don't have the biggest budget and you're looking to save some money, something like this could work. And I'll tell you what you could do with this. Because my sister and I flipped a bunch of homes 10 years ago, actually, no, probably 15 years ago. And so what we would do when we found something like this, these cabinets are actually great. They're wooden cabinets. A lot of times the quality is better than what they're putting in today. So my sister and I would go in and have a painter come in, paint these cabinets. Of course, we would probably get rid of these little knobs and put something a little bit more modern. We would go with, at the time we were doing granite. Now I would say do either granite or quartz. We would get a nice subway tile done for the backsplash. And then, I mean, the light fixture looks great up here, so I would keep that. But I would just suggest just painting these cabinets would make all the difference. They've already got stainless appliances, stainless. Looks like a nice kitchen faucet there. I'd probably paint these doors back here and just painting it, new counters, backsplash, you're gonna have a whole brand new kitchen. So look for things like that if you are trying to keep the budget down. Looks like tile in the kitchen. Let's see, bathroom, same thing, a little bit outdated. I would paint those cabinets, replace the counter, replace that sink, get rid of the mirror and do a nice framed mirror and then replace that light fixture. And I think that would be great. If you're buying a house with this colored tub, sometimes if you're buying a house from the 50s or 60s, it tends to have that green, pink, mustard kind of color. I think growing up at our house, we had like avocado green, and I want to say we might have had something that was mustard. There is a company that will come in and reglaze that and can make it whatever color you want. So they can make that white, they can make that whatever blue. I mean, you probably wouldn't want blue, but I'm just saying, for example, whatever color you want, they can make it. But that I would just replace, have this reglazed and have it done white. I would put a nice shower head there, and then the bathroom looks great. So, okay, it looks like some different flooring here. So in the hallway, we've got one kind of flooring Then we've got a different kind of flooring over here. Pedestal sink. Those are nice. The only tricky thing about them is storage. You have no space to store anything. So maybe updating that to put an actual cabinet, I think would be a great option. Update the mirror, update the light fixture, and voila, the bathroom will look great. Okay, backyard, decent, nothing special. Alrighty, so this kind of gives you an idea. So for $292,000, you can, I mean, this does look move-in ready and it'll keep the budget low, but if you spend a little bit of money, it would make it look great. Okay, this one on Britannia, and I've got another family that bought on Britannia maybe 3 years ago. This one is 1,302 square feet. Quarter acre, I like that. Looks like they just dropped the price, $10,000, so that's great. And they built 1989, 47 days on the market. So I do notice that once homes have sat on the market for 30 days or more, that's usually when sellers become a little bit more flexible on their price. So if you're looking to buy a home that just came on the market, sellers are not going to be as willing to want to come down on their price when they just put it on the market. So keep that in mind. Ideally, if you pick something, if you're wanting to negotiate, if you're wanting the seller to pay money towards your closing costs, and ideally something around that 30-day mark will help you hopefully get a little bit more negotiations involved. So, okay, let's look at the pictures on this one. I don't know if the grass is that green or if it's like AI, but the grass looks pretty. In that first picture, might have been a little photo enhanced. I mean, other than some cracks in the driveway, and I would say this driveway needs some pressure washing, I think this house has cute curb appeal. I looked at the pictures already. It looks like it's been painted white, so it's very neutral. Flooring looks updated. Kitchen, let me scroll down. I like the openness here from this here would be the breakfast nook area over here. And then I love how open it is to the living room just over there. I like the kitchen. It doesn't look like it's been completely renovated, but I would say the cabinets are probably not original. So on something like this, I would probably just keep these cabinets, update the countertops, maybe update the stove if you wanted to go to something stainless, possibly remove these so that you have a little bit more openness. But you could see here they updated that hardware on that door looks updated. That faucet there looks updated. So, I mean, overall, I think it's a cute little kitchen. The fridge looks like it's been updated. And then bathrooms, same things. I would probably update the countertops. Depending on how you feel about the cabinet color, you could paint or you could leave it. I would probably update the light fixture. Looks like they've updated the ceiling fan there. The shower looks decent. Color doesn't bother me. I mean, it's like an off-white beige. Just thankful it's not blue, pink, or avocado green. And then here's a picture of the space virtually staged. So you've got your little breakfast nook here. You've got your living room area over there. I like that. You can see the aerial view. And then the cool thing from the aerial view, you can kind of see like, okay, there's the water right over there. And then there's the beach. So that's nice. I love when agents get drone shots so that people can see how far everything is. So, okay, here's another great example of a house for just under $300,000. I would say is a smaller community, not a ton to do, but depends on what you're looking for. So if you like to golf, there's a great golf course right here in Navarre. It's called, let's see, can I use my marker right here? This is Hidden Creek.
Beautiful golf course. My daughters used to play on the Milton High School golf team, and I'm a proud mama, proud to say that they went to regionals twice. They went to state once. I loved watching them play golf. And so a lot of times we had, during the year when we were having our tournaments, a bunch of our tournaments were here at Hidden Creek. Beautiful golf course. It is open to the public, so anybody can live here. There are homes right in this neighborhood. So if you want to live in Hidden Creek, that's definitely an option, but it's probably going to drive the budget up just a tad. So golf in Navarre. Okay, we've got the beach. I don't know why. Why didn't I just start with the beach, right? Because that's my favorite thing. So I was born and raised up in Toronto, and it was very cold there in the winter. I hated the winters. I loved all the other seasons. I loved spring, summer, fall. I missed the changing of the colors. I miss the food was so amazing in Toronto. It is the most multicultural city in the whole world, in case you didn't know that. So growing up, all of my friends were from different countries. Like my best friend was she was Hungarian. My other good friend was Polish. My other good friend was Italian. My other good friend was Jamaican. We were all first generation Canadians. Our parents were the immigrants from other countries. So going to their houses, oh my gosh, the food was phenomenal. It was so good. So, okay, got off on a rant, but I love living in Florida because I love the beaches. So I've been here 20 years. I don't get tired of the beach. Some people get tired. Some people that are from here don't even like the beach, which I don't comprehend. I love the beach. Okay, so if you're going to live in Navarre, you've got the beautiful beach right here. And then you can also, a lot of people will fish the pier. So that's what you've got going on at Navarre Beach. Let's see if there's any pictures here of the pier. Right there. There's a picture of people fishing on the pier. So I did go out with my friends, Tanya and Yuri. They have been vacationing here for years, and they called me because they saw one of my YouTube videos, and they said, we always said one day we're going to buy a place in Florida. So they did buy a rental property in Milton, and then now they are buying the property that we just toured on this video with you. And so the husband, Yuri, loves to fish. He loves to go on the Navarre Pier, and he fishes. One of the things he fishes for is calamari. I love calamari. So I was like, oh, please take me. So they took me out. And calamari is a night thing. Calamari fishing is a night thing. So he has this big floodlight and he shines it down. And then he has these little hooks. Well, this little hook, and it has a bunch of hooks in it. So anyways, it was so much fun, but we didn't catch anything. So I loved it. And so now that they are buying this property and they want to retire and move here next year, I'm like, yay, please take me calamari fishing with you, because I can't find anybody else that will go calamari fishing with me. So I've tried asking my dad, and my dad's response is, honey, I will give you some money. You can go to Joe Patty and buy all the calamari you want. But he's like, I am not going night fishing. So fishing on the pier, very popular. Okay, other things to do near Navarre, you've got the Gulf Breeze Zoo right here. And this area the Gulf Breeze Zoo is kind of in this middle area, which as you can see here is considered midway. So from Navarre, let's just put the Fay Court, you're looking at just under 10 miles. So about 20 minutes. So give or take, of course, time of day with traffic, keep that in mind. But the Gulf Breeze Zoo is really cool. They have an area where they have a bunch of parakeets, and it's completely enclosed, and you can buy bird food, and the parakeets are just flying around everywhere. They land on your shoulders. You can put your finger out, they'll land on your fingers. And that's really, really cool at the Gulf Breeze Zoo. Okay, what else is there to do? Not quite in Navarre, but you've got Destin, which is about 30 miles away. So on here, it's showing right now 48 minutes. But I'm going to throw a huge disclaimer in there. This will definitely depend on traffic, because the summer months, traffic does get heavy, especially on the weekends. And also because you've got Hurlburt Field right here, then if it's morning, like when people are going into work, coming out of work, this is going to get busy right here. And in Navarre, you've got that main road, you've got Highway 98. So just keep that in mind. But you've got Destin Commons over here. There's 2 outlets in Destin, so you could go to either one. I love going to the Destin outlets to shop. So that's something to do near Navarre, not quite in Navarre. Okay, before I forget, if you are in Navarre and you like snow cones, you have to go try Tommy's Snowballs. They are so, so good. They are located right at the edge of the bridge here, right there. So they are on the southeast corner. Delicious, New Orleans style, fluffy. I mean, just amazing. They put the condensed milk on top. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's see. What was I going to show? Oh, okay. So Navarre is very popular for people that are stationed at Hurlburt. So lots of military in the area. And then just keep in mind, traffic will be heavier when people are going into work, coming out of work. Okay, let's see. If you're going to Destin, I was going to throw this in there because my daughter loves to thrift, and she kind of got me into thrifting. And there are some amazing thrift stores in Destin. So if you're going to Destin, save these stores or save this video, because you will want to check out the Haven House Thrift Store, Path of Grace, Waterfront Rescue Mission. They have, I remember one of the times, I think it was at Haven House. I can't remember. I always get the 2 confused, Haven House and Path of Grace. I can't remember which one it was, but they get a lot of good stuff there. So, I mean, you've got all the, condos in Destin. And so people are donating some nice stuff, some designer stuff. And so I remember they had their shoes were like $4. And I was there, I was there with my ex-husband, Jeff, and the shoes were $4. And he was like, buy them all. There was like 10 pairs of like beautiful shoes. And I was like, I don't need 10 brown pairs of shoes. But he was like, for $4, just buy them all. And I was like, no, because I hate clutter. And so I don't just want to buy stuff because it's on sale. So anyways, if you are thinking of moving to the Navarre area and you have questions about how to get started, where to start, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you. I've been selling real estate for about 26 years now. I've been in the area for 20 years, so I know the area very, very well. And I would love to help you figure out where you want to be, help you figure out for your budget what your best options would be. If you're not in the area yet, because we do get a lot of people moving from out of state, we get a lot of military coming to the area, I will happily go and look at the properties for you, take a quick video, send it to you. And I really always try to point things out that you don't see in the pictures, because sometimes we all know the pictures can be photoshopped and they look beautiful, but then you show up and it's like, what is that? That is not what I was expecting to see. So I'm always trying to point stuff out like that. So I would love to help you in your home search. If you are in Navarre and you are looking to sell, I would love to help you as well. Like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time and I would love to put my experience to work for you. So all of my contact info is down below. Feel free to call, text, or email anytime. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and leave me a comment down below.